I lost my voice, actually. For a few years, I could no longer speak to the camera. The point I came to the crossroad of whether I should even continue because, oh my god, it's been 9 whole months.
What?
Where the hell have I been? Let's get ready with me and catch up with me at the same time. Hi, it's been a long time. 9 months is a bloody long time to not upload on YouTube, and I think I have some explanations to do. Where have I been? Let me see. 9 months that put us back to the beginning of 2025. I think my last video was when I went to China with BYD, a work trip. I took the opportunity to vlog that. And then after that, I just kind of lost momentum when it comes to YouTube. I am still a one-woman show. I have tried having assistants, and honestly, being the introvert that I am, I still prefer to work alone, and I'm very happy to work alone. That is why finding the momentum for YouTube has been quite challenging for a while, but I don't want to give myself any more excuses. This year will be the year where I upload regularly. This is the goal that I have for myself. Last year in 2025 was actually about uploading on YouTube daily, and I think I achieved that now. Now we want to kind of do the same for YouTube because I love to talk to you guys. I actually love, but for a long time I lost my voice. Actually, for a few years, my mental health was so bad that I could no longer speak to the camera. I could no longer express myself like I am right now. I'm in a very good place right now. It took a while, and I'm glad that I gave myself the system, the time, the patience to get to where I am. For a while, I was like really burnt out, couldn't find the momentum to work, and it definitely has affected my job to a huge extent, to the point I came to the crossroad of whether I should even continue because I lost my voice. I didn't want to talk to the camera no more. I'm just no longer happy in front of the camera. But that has all changed now. I feel that now I am really at peace and happy, and I'm able to authentically be myself in front of you guys again. I don't know, if you click back a few videos, you can tell that I'm not really being myself. It's so funny being a content creator because if your personal life is not okay and you still force yourself to be in front of the camera, you can be quite awkward. And I'm sure as viewers, you guys can pick that off. Let's backtrack a little bit. Where have I been? I just came back from a trip, my yearly countdown Bali trip with my crew. It's usually me, my fiance. Oh yes! She's a fiance now. Sorry, I'm not wearing my ring because I'm doing my makeup. I don't want to smudge the diamond. Let me show you my ring later. She's a fiance. We'll touch on that later because we are going chronologically backwards. I just came back with my Bali crew. I really love this trip because this is one trip that I really don't work at all. That is why I didn't document much. It just allows me to just be and just hang out with my friends, like without the, what do you call that, the idea of making use of every time and opportunity to create content. Bali has become a place that I've returned yearly just for my soul, and also we have friends there now. We have so many friends there actually. I have friends who have moved there, and we just hang out. Just like the good old days. That was nice. We spent a week there together. We really caught up and talked about really deep stuff with one another. And also, that is one thing that I want to touch on, that was something that was really hard for me to do for a long time. Especially now that I'm in therapy regularly, I find it really hard to open up to people. You know why? Because I realized that my therapist's office is one very safe space for me to talk about my problems, right? Because the therapist has guidelines to follow. They cannot share whatever you share with them. And for therapy to work, you have to be really honest with them, right? That's why you need to have chemistry sessions to make sure that you guys can vibe and that you can trust this professional to help you. And yeah, ever since I've gotten myself a really good therapist to work through whatever I need to work through, I find that my circle becomes even smaller because I don't allow people to have that kind of access to me easily, and that is a fantastic thing. I used to be quite ashamed that I only have this few friends. Not like ashamed. I don't think ashamed is the right word. It's more of at quite a young age, like in my late 20s, I have just shrink my entire circle to it's like, I think my very good friend is about 7 max. It's like 7 or 8 core members. That's it. Yeah, I don't think ashamed is the right word. I couldn't find the exact word at this moment. But now, obviously, as an adult and as someone who's like in therapy for a long time now, I can see that that is actually a sign of a green flag. It's a really, really good thing. It's actually not a good thing to have quite a bit, so we can touch on that next time if you really want to know more. But yeah, we've been back, and then I feel that that trip, every time I go there, it used to be just my fiance and I, and then we eventually expanded the crew to like a solid 5 or 6 now. It used to be just the two of us because we felt that New Year countdowns in Singapore is just does not pass the vibe check. You know, what do you do? You watch the fireworks, and then at midnight you fight with everyone to get a cab home, and the cab fare costs like $100. Yeah, and it's quite repetitive to me, like the way like New Year's are done here. So yeah, Bali, it's nice. And then prior to Bali, we went to Wonderfruit. Whoa, it's my first time Wonderfruit. I'm still a baby Wonderfruiter. It's a very culturally rich kind of event. There is the day component and then there is the night component. Obviously, you can only pick one to do, okay? Because it's crazy. It goes until like, I don't know, is it like 24 hours? Yeah, I think it is, you know. Wait, where's my powder? Be right back. Okay, I found my powder. I really need to get on with my makeup because I have 8% as we're talking. 8% of battery, I mean. And if I don't hurry up, this video is gonna get cut off out of nowhere. So yeah, Wonderfruit was interesting because ever since I started visiting Ibiza in 2023, the summer of 2023, I was just in like, I was like welcomed into another whole new world of music, and I've just been on like my journey of discovering new dance music ever since. So wherever that brings me, I'm there. Yeah, I really love Wonderful. I had such a great time with my friends. The DJs were really good. I tell you, the number of talented people out there who are not famous enough is a lot, okay? They have some like Thai local DJs that are like really, really fantastic. Yeah, speaking of Ibiza, this is where your girl got engaged last summer. So yeah, should we talk about the proposal? So honestly, to live with someone full time and to prepare for a proposal is really not easy. I really don't know how he pulled it off. So when it really happened, I actually bawled my eyes out. I thought that he was too busy with life to prep for it, which I'm actually okay with because he's really busy with his work. I just don't know how he pulled everything off. I was genuinely very surprised and really touched, and that's why I look so wrapped in this photo here. But yeah, it was really nice. We had a nice sunset dinner, and I guess now on hindsight looking back, I should have suspected that he was gonna do something, because when I was in the bathroom getting ready in the hotels in Ibiza, this guy kept opening the safe, open close a few times a day, and it always happens when I'm in the bathroom. I'm just like, what is there to check other than our passports, you know? I didn't care much, you know. I'm not that kind of person who's like, I just like hear it and like, okay, whatever, get on with my makeup. So turns out he was checking on the ring. To bring such an expensive ring to Europe is a risk. So oh my god, I'm at 5% battery. Yeah, turns out he was checking on the ring, and then we had like a nice dinner, watch the sunset on top of, I don't know if you know, but Ibiza has like an old town where the castle is there and you can hike to the top of the castle. And also again, another thing on hindsight was like that day he actually offered to help me take photos. I mean, my fiance takes the best photos of me, don't get me wrong. So I kinda did some of my eye makeup already. Don't mind me, I just put on mascara and just use my brow product on my eyelids. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so Hyrox, oh my god. So yeah, previously I guess I was too chicken to kind of join any kind of fitness competition myself, and maybe because I didn't want to do this journey alone, especially as a first timer. So if you're thinking of joining Hyrox, definitely do a doubles. Don't give yourself that trauma by doing it alone. So our first Hyrox, we were only partnered up 5 weeks before the actual race day. That wasn't a lot of time to prep. Usually people prep for like 10 to 12 weeks. But because both of us were kind of like moderately active, you know, we go to gym classes, yeah, 3-4 times a week, but we were not runners. So I think that kind of helped us a little bit. So what we did in that 5 weeks was to work on our running, and we were only solely focusing on running for 5 kilometers because none of us have done that like regularly. For context, Hyrox, you need to run for 8 kilometers. And honestly, one thing that I learned from my very knowledgeable PT Clarence is that although the actual race day you need to run for 8 kilometers, you don't need to necessarily have ran 8 kilometers before. Obviously, it is best if you have done it, but if you are talking about like, you know, training efficiently, 5 kilometers should be enough. Plus, on that day, you will have adrenaline to kind of push you forward. I think, as cliche as it sounds, sorry, my new neighbors are moving in, so they are renovating, so it's been like this every day. Nothing bonds people more than sports, and it's just crazy because I feel that previously I only know this person as my industry peer, and through sports is something you cannot lie. You cannot lie in the gym. Okay, when you do races together, you see all sides of everyone. It's almost like traveling with someone, but sports you see even more. Cause like you really cannot cheat in this kind of thing. I feel that our first Hyrox we went pretty well because we got 1 hour 32 minutes. You are given 3 hours to finish the race. You want to shave half the time, right? Which is 1.5 hours. That's like how long the average person would take to finish. And for someone with zero Hyrox background and like was just lifting leisurely in the gym and like only started running 5 weeks before the actual race day, I think we did pretty well. Our actual timing was 1 hour 27 minutes, but we got 5 minutes penalty because we underran 1 lap on our 2nd kilometers. Yeah, it can be quite confusing because you kind of like have to run a few times around the exhibition hall, and then there's like an in arc and an out arc. You need to count while you are like, you know, surviving on very high heart rates. That's Hyrox for you. So yeah, just endurance sports is my new thing now. I really enjoy it, and just like what my fiance loves to say, Hyrox exposes people who can run but cannot lift, and it exposes the beefcakes who can lift but cannot run. I think endurance is something that I broke my cluster lash. Endurance is really something that you cannot fake. It's either you have it or you don't. You need time to build the engines inside. To me, people with endurance are the truly fit people. You know, you got to be good at both things. You cannot just be good at one. It's just healthier to be able to have muscle mass and also to be able to have good cardiovascular health. This is the part where it's very hard to talk and do things at the same time, hence the awkward pauses, because it's my eye. Yeah, love it. Honestly, I don't think I ever need cluster lashes. Like my natural lashes are quite long, but I'm just extra. I'm using the ones for Durolab. You can get from TikTok shop. I really love it. I think this is like my 5th box already. Yeah, last year I actually participated in 5 or 6 races collectively. I think it's 5 start times, yeah. Participated in both the Bangkok, where I did my first ever mixed doubles. I will be doing a mixed doubles again this March in Bangkok with the same partner. And I also did Hyrox Singapore in June. I did both the women's doubles and the women's relay, and then I repeated the same 2 races in the recent November Hyrox. I was so proud of Novita and I because we achieved our dream timing actually in June Hyrox, which was held at the indoor stadium. It was a beautiful location first of all, and it will always be a core memory for us because we hit our personal best there. That was the moment where I literally like looked up, saw my timing, and like, oh my god, all my hard work paid off. I feel like I've been talking too much about Hyrox. I feel like some of you who don't do Hyrox or hate Hyrox have already tuned out. Do I still have you guys here? I love the drama in my eyes. I also wear these lashes to run and to track sessions, by the way. But if you go to like very intensive workout, like very long runs above 10 kilometers and like or Hyrox, I always put on an extra layer of a very strong lash glue just to really hold it on, although it already comes with glue. Didn't show you guys this palette just now. It's the Hourglass face palette that I used to bronze and blush and highlight my face with. Love it. So yeah, I think you have all caught up with my life now. That's basically what I've been busy with last year, like Hyrox and just running, and like I was so desperate to improve my running. I still am. I finally see some real progress after running continuously for a year, and I am not going to give it up because like it's crazy. Things that used to really raise my heart rate no longer raise my heart rate, and that is an indication of that I've gotten fitter, and I'm gonna like just keep pressing on. I really love running. I have fallen in love with running actually. I don't like intervals because they are hard. I love to sprint. Okay, you ask me to sprint one set, fine. I love it. But to sprint continuously for 5 to 6 kilometers, yeah, that's a whole new ass game. I'm just touching on my lower lashes now. I think I'm gonna leave my lips alone. Kind of like how the lip oil is sitting on here. For now, should we touch on my brows? Actually, I just want you guys to linger on for a bit longer. But I think I've touched on what I want to touch on. Oh yes, I said that I will show you my diamond. Okay, let me touch on my brows and then I go and bring my diamond. I don't know how many of you will sit through this entire video because it's been such a long time since we've connected. But yeah, this year I really hope and aim to upload more regularly. Can you guys scold me if I don't upload? Push me a little. Be right back. I'm back! Okay, so here she is. This is a beautiful ring. It is definitely what I wanted. We definitely discussed what I wanted. So yeah, thank you fiance for getting me my dream ring. So next we will have to design our wedding bands, which we already have, but we need to find a jeweler and make it in time for our wedding day. I've been wanting an oval ring since forever, but it's crazy because I literally wanted my birthstone at first, like years ago, and then like when I grew older I just wanted a white diamond instead. So you can change. So yeah, I really hope that you guys felt like you have caught up with me. You are actually all caught up with my life now. You actually have. And I hope that, you know, this has been a nice video to sit down and watch and get ready with me. I hope that we can reconnect. I hope that I upload more often and stay connected with you guys. And yeah, let me know what you like to watch next. I actually have fun sitting down getting ready with you guys. I don't know about you. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching if you have not for the past 9 months, and then now you see a new video pop up and you decided to click in. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of that. See you in my next video. Bye!